Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for June the 15th through to the 21st, 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. Now, before we start these remarkable cards, truly, let me take a moment to thank you for your comments, your likes, your shares, for all the support you give me each and every day. Truly, thank you. Now, let's get to you, because we start with the Ten of Cups. So you cannot tell me that you do not sparkle this week, that you do not have this drive, that you do not have this energy to go forward. Maybe it's travel, maybe it's learning, an exploration in a new part of your life, new paths opening up to you. And I think you're excited about your happily ever after. I think you have this burning desire, I think, to talk about it and share it with other people. Or maybe they're part of it. But the Ten of Cups is your very first card. You're happily ever after. So, I mean, you're ready to go on to the experience. You've learned the lessons. You've gained the wisdom. You have the understanding. And you're enlightened this week. You see where you can go. You see what you can learn. This could be travel. This could be learning. But it's definitely an adventure or an exploration into new beginnings that are going to go to long-term happiness. So don't just dismiss those thoughts and those fantasies and those dreams this week. But you really do need to be grounded in your approach of how you're going to get there. And so it's not like you're floating on a cloud, although you're pretty close to floating on a cloud. Because you do need to bring in that balance, that understanding. And it's with the Two of Wands. It's right next to the Five of Wands. So I think you're going to be drawn into conversations in order for the people you love to buy in, so that your long-term relationships to buy into what you're saying. So with this card, I would have to say that, make sure you're not exaggerating. Make sure that you have your facts straight. Make sure that, because you can get carried away, right? You can get carried away in describing what you see in your future and where you want to go and what you want to do and what you want to become. And it starts to sound whimsical and it starts to sound fanciful to people, and they won't buy into it because they think that it's just a little ungrounded. And once you come down to earth, maybe you'll talk with them or they'll talk with you. It's finding a balance here. Okay, the Six of Pentacles, and it's finances. So, I mean, this could be also money coming in that you weren't expecting in order to help you on your path forward. Maybe it's money that you've lent out once upon a time and you never thought you'd see it again, and it shows up. They show up at your doorstep ready to give you the money back. This is securing a loan that you didn't think was going to happen, or perhaps you were trying to find a mortgage for a house or for a car or for schooling. And somehow the help shows up this week because you're being drawn into this beautiful path that you are ready for, that you have been waiting to step into. And you might have everything kind of in place and it's been in a stall kind of position for you. And you haven't been able to push through. You haven't been able to push forward. Things just haven't been working out right. And this is where the help can really come in. It could just be a change in your perception. That is all that's needed. But wherever you need that little push, that little helping hand, that's where it comes in for you this week. And it pulls you closer to your goals. It pulls you closer to your dreams. So any kind of project or something that you kind of stalled out on, it might get a new life this week. More than likely, it will get a new breath of fresh air this week. And you can see the possibilities. You can understand where you can go. The Hermit here with the Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands, it's the conversations with people. It's standing your own ground. And the Hermit sticks to the facts. It's not trying to bend the situation in order to get people to buy in so that it sounds better or more beautiful or more wonderful. Um, just stating the facts alone so that there are no gaps in your storyline. Seven of Wands is you are standing very firm in where you want to go forward. And this is a declaration. This is a liberation and a declaration of where you want to go. And since it is with the Five of Wands, I mean, you are talking to your friends. You are talking to long-term relationships of where you want to go and why you want to go there and how it's going to become. And so with the Hermit, you really have to stick to the facts, stick to the wisdom, your knowing, to know that that is going to be more than enough, not to exaggerate in any way, so that they can say, well, you know, this isn't going to happen, because you don't want to hit those walls. You don't want to have those confrontations this week. You want them to simply buy in to where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to become, and allow them to feel the excitement and the joy and a realistic plan. So I would almost have to say this is something that may have been on the back burner for some time in your life, and all the pieces are starting to come together now for you. All that planning and preparation that you've done in the past, and you thought it was for nothing at this point, and things start to spark, things start to come enlivened, and so you become enlivened with it. And I think you really shine this week. You really, it's a positive week. It's an upbeat week. And the World card here. So the World card is you finishing up some loose ends in your life in order to step forward. This is coming around full circle. This is completing a part of your path and ready to take the next step into the path with the knowledge, with the understanding. You know, so many times you can hear people, and you know, especially when they're having their 50th birthday and their 60th birthday and so on and so forth, and they say, oh, if I only had the knowledge I have now and the youth of back then, wow, what I could accomplish today. And this is where you get that knowledge, that understanding, and you can go forward. You don't have to be a certain age in order to start the realization of your dreams. And I think you get that this week. And you're ready to go forward. You're ready for the challenge. You're ready for the new beginnings. And it's with the Knight of Cups, so it could very much be in relationships. So if you are looking for that new relationship, you may be the knight in shining armor. You may be awaiting your knight in shining armor. But it may be somebody coming in to not only be part of your better half, but also to exalt you on your path forward, that they are ready now to come into your life because you are ready now for them to be in your life. If you are in a relationship, this is growing those bonds. This is growing those experiences together. This is sitting down and talking to them eyeball to eyeball about where you want to really go in your passions and in your dreams, and having them ride into the sunset with you. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.